Hi there, this is Martin Williams here with 2 book reviews for books on Haritaki. I'm doing this as a PowerPoint slideshow, but first of all, you might want to know what is Haritaki. So Haritaki is the fruit from a tree that's found in India, Nepal, Thailand, throughout Southeast Asia. It's a large deciduous tree that grows. It's called Terminalia tubula, and the fruit is harvested, ground, and processed. And it's recommended you take between 1/4 teaspoon daily. So the first book I want to speak about is a really exceptional look at all aspects of Haritaki. And what the book reveals is that Haritaki has been regarded as a sacred fruit for thousands of years. They're estimating 7,000 or 8,000 years. Haritaki has been known for its immense power. And so I'll read you out what I've written here. So this book, written by the German author Udo, is a very detailed and well-researched insight into the history and the use of Haritaki throughout the Buddhist lineage, especially the connection between the Medicine Buddha and Haritaki. His material also looks at the ancient documentation about Haritaki in India, China, and Southeast Asia. He throws the interlinking of the myths and teachings from tradition to tradition and identifies the underlying themes that are present through all. He begins the book with the myths relating to Amrita, or nectar of the gods, that are found in Vedic literature from the Hindu tradition, and similar stories from Buddhism. So both traditions have this whole aspect of the mythical relating to Haritaki and Amrita and nectar. The book then goes into great depth about the Tibetan Buddhist use of Haritaki and its mythological properties. He points out that in Tibet, Haritaki was used in almost all medicines as one of the components. And because of the remoteness and lack of trees in Tibet, the usual ways herbal medicines were made and administered was in large pill form. So Haritaki is not found in Tibet, and so the Haritaki powder would have had to be transported from India over the mountains, over the Himalayas, into Tibet to be used in all the pills. So it's obviously they considered it so valuable that they transported it, thousands of feet and hundreds of miles. He explains in the book that the importance of Haritaki in the modern context. He points out that more scientists are discovering there's a deeper importance to the use of many of the traditional herbs. And he explains that the ancient seers noticed many more benefits from the modern scientific approach. So he really explains that in the Hindu tradition, in yoga, Haritaki was immensely important. It's been used and called the king of herbs. In the yoga tradition, it's actually considered a yogic super brain food, and it was recognized for all illnesses. And then he goes on to talk about the healing Buddha and how, in fact, Haritaki is present in both hands of the healing Buddha and assists in opening the third eye. So you can see here it's shown in both the Medicine Buddha's hands. And part of this, in his left hand, which is on the right side of the picture, it's in the hand, in the mythical part called Amrita. Well, the second book I want to talk about is the Karaka Samhita, and this has been written, they estimate, a couple of thousand years ago, retranslated, and this is a detailed description of all the herbs in the Ayurvedic system. So Ayurveda is the healing medicine, the healing techniques from India, and they cover the whole mind, body, spirit connection. So literally, just as in Buddhism, the herbs are taken to also increase enlightenment, to also gain enlightenment. So in Hinduism and in Ayurveda, certain herbs have certain properties too. And so Amrita is also spoken about in this book, and so is Haritaki very extensively. And they reveal in there Haritaki's mystical potential and its potential to increase oxygen to the brain and awaken mystical powers. And so in Hinduism, it's really known to increase energy, intelligence, and awareness. So those are the 2 book reviews. They're both fascinating reads. the first one especially, I'd highly recommend everybody who's interested in the more mystical aspects of Haritaki to study in great detail. It's very well researched, and I'd recommend you take 3 capsules per day in the evening just before bed, and sign it for automatic order so you continue to take this, because obviously this is incredibly important for your mystical potential. And it has the physical side effects as well. It's good for constipation, eyesight, teeth and gums, reducing blood pressure, diabetes. It's been associated with the cures of cancer. There's many aspects that are being currently researched. So for more information, please go to the website www.haritaki.org, or contact me directly for more information. And if you have any stories about Haritaki and how it's working for you, please drop me a line, okay? Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.